All right. So, as we begin our gentle Qigong and yoga class today, I want to share a few definitions with you. The first one I want to share is Dantian. This is from Kenneth Cohen's little book, The Essential Qigong Training Guide. And in it, he defines Dantian as an elixir field, an energy center or reservoir of qi. Although commonly referring to the abdomen, we talk about the lower dantian. There are also dantians between the eyebrows, the upper dantian, and at the heart center, the middle dantian. And so we will work with these elixir fields, these energy centers, in most of our Qigong practices. So I want you to pause for a moment and close your eyes. And take a deep breath, inviting it down into the lower abdomen. Some people refer to this lower dantian as a red field. And what helps me imagine that is a beautiful field of red poppies in France. John and Susie, you may be able to relate to that because when we were in France, there were just fields of red poppies. So close your eyes for a moment and visualize that beautiful red field of poppies beneath a blue sky with sunshine. And there may be a white horse walking along the field with an ibis riding on its back. And take in the energy of that vibrant red color, that blue sky, that warm sun. And invite that deep into your belly, into your lower dantian energy field. And imagine that this field can store energy for you. It can house energy when you cultivate the qi inside your body. This becomes a battery that can refill other parts of you as needed. Now, bring one hand to your heart center. And resting your hand at the heart center, imagine another beautiful place that for you holds energy. Wherever that may be, whether it's in the mountains or at the ocean side. Let yourself pause for a moment in this place and invite this energy of nature into your heart center, into your middle dantian, and let it fill you. And then place your other hand on top of the first hand and realize that the hands are wings of your heart. And that this middle dantian, this heart dantian, can feed the actions of the wings and hands to do good work in the world. That there's a reciprocity, the chi flowing in and the chi flowing out. And then take your index finger and your thumb up to your eyebrows and pinching the innermost part of each eyebrow between your thumb and your index finger. Gently pinch and massage the eyebrow out towards the outer tip of your eyebrow, releasing tension across your eyebrows. Let's do this 3 times, coming back to the center. and moving out across the eyebrows, releasing tension that may reside in this lower forehead or between your eyebrows. One more time. And then let your hands rest back in your lap. And breathe into awareness of this third eye dantian. Imagine it back behind that space between your eyebrows. And let this be another energy center, another elixir field. I like to visualize the blue open sky here, the sunlight turning into the sunset, which may be beautiful and colorful, into a starry night sky with Venus brilliant in the sky, with Mars gently glowing red. Inviting a sense of expanse in to this elixir field, this place where we can store chi. Fluid breath. And then gently take one hand to your crown. And imagine you could draw a line up from your eye or your earlobes to your crown. And imagine that this point could open to the sky. And releasing your hand, open that skyward point. Inviting the energy of sky to flow down into your third eye, dantian, your heart, dantian, and your lower dantian. A few weeks ago, we talked about Taoism. And so I wanted to give you a definition of Taoism from Kenneth Cohen as well. It's the ancient Chinese philosophy and religion founded by Lao Tzu in the 4th century BC. Tao means spiritual mystery and the way of nature. Taoists learn to commune with this mystery and seek harmony with nature through ritual, art, and meditative practices, including Qigong. The goal of Taoism is to become a sage who is attuned to the timeless processes of nature. Become a sage attuned to the timeless processes of nature. Fluid breath. Inviting ourselves to really witness, feel, and experience ourselves as a fluid part of nature. Opening channels, building consciousness that allows for this. The last point I want us to focus on today is again bubbling springs. So if I squeeze my toes up like this little hollow that happens, besides my big toe, is called the bubbling spring point in acupuncture. Now, however you're sitting, see if you can place your feet on the floor, or you can come to standing. And on your next inhale, draw energy up through bubbling spring. It's the first acupuncture point on the kidney meridian. And invite bubbling spring energy to flow up into your lower dantian, to continue to bubble up towards your heart dantian. And that earth energy to flow all the way up into your third eye dantian. And feel how you can invite energy into your body from both earth and sky. And let's continue this process as we come to standing for Qigong. Let's settle both feet outer hip distance wide on the floor. And stretch from big toe ball mound to pinky toe ball mound, lifting the heels and stretching back to the heels so we have a nice big bear paw print on the floor. And then place your hands over the lower dantian and breathe into your hands. Breathing deep into the belly and the low back, into the side waist, into this vibrant red field of energy. Fill it with breath, with prana, with chi. And bring your hands to your back body and just massage the kidney area up and down, letting your knuckles rub into the muscles and tight tissue of the low back. Opening the back body to receive the chi. Massaging in towards the vertebrae, inviting a release of any tension that's limiting your breath in the back body. And then rest your fingers on your back and breathe into the back body. Remembering that this dantian is three-dimensional, an orb of energy. Let it pulsate with your breath. And opening your feet on the floor, invite earth energy to bubble up through bubbling springs, up into your kidneys. Breathe healing energy into your kidneys. And massaging the kidneys with the back of your hands a few more times. We'll come into the first bear, stepping our feet a little wider, bending our knees. We'll invite the hands to come up front. They're going to make letter C's that mirror each other with the hand dantians facing each other. And we'll say the sound chur, oo, e. As you're ready. Chur, oo, e. And then release and massage again. Excuse me. Fluid breath. And taking a deep inhale. And one more time, massaging. Deep breath. And release your hands and let them begin to gently spin around your body. And just let them dangle in traction out of your shoulders. And feel how these tians spin one over the other in this beautiful line of energy. And as your feet are open to earth, inviting earth energy up, open your crown to sky and let those energies merge inside you. Letting your front hand come up and gently tap the lungs as your back hand comes up to gently tap the kidneys. And invite the energy to flow through the meridians like water flowing down river channels. Breath following wind currents. Knocking on the door of life, the beginning of this practice. Feel the sensations of the knock on lung and kidney. So energy can move. Fear from kidneys, grief from lungs. Let your hands gently swing again to your sides, inviting the movement of energy through you so it won't stagnate in the tissues. And come back to center. Let your hands draw up, draw in chi energy. As you exhale, push it out through the lungs and float your body up and down. And inhale. Draw in the chi and exhale it through the lung tissue. And inhale, float, and exhale, release. And inhale, draw in the chi. And exhale, move it through the lungs. And inhale, float. And exhale, land grounded between earth and sky. Palms, which also hold Dantian energy centers, face the lower Dantian in Wu Ji. Feel how you can become boundaryless, how you can open the pores of your skin and invite the chi to move through you. Fluid breath. Let your feet turn out slightly and your knees bend out over your second metatarsals. And bring your hands up to hold the platters overhead. Take a deep inhale and exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center, and exhale, twist to the right. And continue inhaling center, exhaling the twist. Feeling how the twist moves the tissue around the kidneys and the kidneys themselves. Let your breath be fluid and your body follow the breath. Invite bubbling springs to be open and earth energy to flow up through the kidneys, through the body, through the meridians. Open the crown and invite sky energy to flow down into your body. If you'd like to stick with the water imagery, let the rain flow in through your crown. Let the morning mist settle through you. Now you can stay with this twist, or you can come back to center, and as you twist to the left, press the left hand back towards the left corner of the room. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist and press right. And you can stay with this twist or come to center and twist and press the left hand down by your left hip. Coming back up with the hand, pressing the right hand down. You're holding a tray overhead every time your hand comes back up. Your gaze does not need to follow the hand. It can look out at the horizon, but it twists with your body. And you take in the world around you as you are the bear, strong in the lower body, twisting at the kidneys. Coming back to center, release your hands, palms up, and let your hands move out to the left like you're lifting and offering a gift. This is the giving bear. From the lower dantian, offer your gift. Offer your gift. The lower body stays steady, but the toes aren't gripping. Bubbling Springs is open to collect earth energy, to let it bubble up to the lower dantian, to fill your battery. Building strength in the body. Stability. The groundedness of bear. You can stay with that if it's best for your shoulders, or take your hands and push to the left. Coming back to the lower dantian, push to the right. Hands in and push, and in and push. Inhaling center, exhaling the twist. And remember, you aren't pushing hard and leaning forward. You're staying centered with your spine as you push. You aren't following the arms. Your spine stays centered. Like you're pushing against a wall, but you're staying centered. Beautiful. The third eye dantian over the heart dantian, over the lower dantian. There we go. Now, if you have low back issues and staying upright is important for you, then do any of the previous forms. If not, press out to the left. Let your hands come down whatever height is right for your body. And then the fingers drag up and we push right. And the palms come towards earth. But then we lift the wrists and drag the fingers and push. And the hands go down towards earth and swing across, fingers dragging and push. Down towards earth, fingers dragging and push. And down and up and push. And down and up and push. Inhaling and exhaling at your own pace, whatever works for you here. but keep it smooth and fluid. And then come to center. And this final one will bring our hands, well, let's bring our hands in. We push left, and as we push, we lean back away from the push. And then we bring the hands to center, and we lower, and we come to right and drag the fingers up. Now we push right, lean back, and bring the hands to center. And the hands come down and swing to the left, dragging the fingers up. We push and lean back, coming back to center. We lower the hands, take them to the right, drag the fingers up, push and lean away, and come to center. Palms down to the left, drag the fingers up and push, lean back, hands to center. Palms down. Come to the right, drag the fingers up, push and lean back. Come back to center. Palms down to the left, drag the fingers up, push and lean away. Come back to center. Down, hands to the right, drag the fingers up, push and lean away. Come back to center and release your hands. Come into standing. Outer hip distance wide, feet wide open, Wu Ji. And sense your body after these bear frolics. Remember, all across the world, bear is seen as a healer. Invite that healing energy in. Strong. Now continuing to honor the kidneys and water, step a little wider, outer hip distance wide, and bring your left hand to cup your lower dantian, and bring the right hand to push across. And then right hand under and push to the right. And left hand cups and push to the left. And let yourself gently twist, following your breath. We aren't in a rush. We're coming into winter. We can move slowly like the bear. Feel into your own body. Notice what it's telling you. We want a balance of the yin-yang energy. We don't want to be inflamed by too much heat or depleted by too much cool. We're working towards balance. Now feel into Wu Wei, effortless effort. Can you do this motion with less effort and more ease and grace? Now imagine your body is becoming light and it's ready to float up with the clouds. And continuing in this motion, healthy for kidneys and water, bring your right hand across to the left and slowly take the clouds across to the right. And then let the left hand guide the clouds back across the horizon to the left. And feel how you're gently twisting your body, looking for balance and harmony celebrating Earth in winter, which might mean we slow down in this darker season. We allow for rest, for quiet moments by the fire. The bear hibernates. When we're feeling like we have low energy, do we allow ourselves to slow down? Let yourself be the cloud. Effortless effort. Fluid motion. And gently come back to center. And step your feet in and pause. In Wuji, boundaryless. Feeling into what's above you and beneath you and all around you. Noticing if there's chi pulsing in your hands, in your arms, in your heart. Three-dimensional breath filling all the tians. Wu Wei, effortless effort. Where do you over effort while standing? Now gently step 1 foot forward and gently push the waves up onto the shore and then draw them back into the ocean and push them gently onto the shore and draw them gently back. Feel into how your body knows this motion. And let yourself become the moving wave, even as you're still partially the force that moves the wave. Because we are learning to be one with nature. Drawing back through center, take it to the other side. Don't over effort in the push or the pull. Go with the flow. And if you tend to be a fast moving person, see if you can go a little slower. Let that be the practice. And if you tend to be a slow moving person, enjoy your slow movement. And come back to center. And pause and Wuji. Feel yourself as a conduit of energy between earth and sky, inviting earth up through bubbling springs, inviting sky down to your crown, inviting chi in through every pore, inviting the chi to circulate through every tissue and cell. And then let's gently bow, left foot out towards earth, running our fingers through the water and lifting our hands to sky. And stepping in, bow, right foot out, earth, lifting hands to the sky. We honor earth and we honor sky. We honor water and we honor sky. Fluid breath. Can we honor the phases of water from the fluids in the wetland to the clouds, to the rain, to the snow and ice? How the phases of water influence our bodies, our minds, our hearts. Feel how the bowing influences not just your ligaments, your muscle tissue, connective tissue, but also the organs in your abdomen. Invite chi to move through these organs. Earth energy, sky energy deep in the body. And then coming up, pause again. Wuji. Feel for the movement of chi. And as you feel it move and pulse inside you, remember you can direct it to where you need it most. And let yourself become the deer standing on earth in the forest. And bring your right antler to your hips, stepping your right foot back. Bow the left antler towards the earth. Fluid breath as you bow your nozzle into the water of the pond. Fluid breath deep into the low back, into the kidneys. And float back up, deer in the forest. And step left foot back, left antler to the hip, right antler reaches skyward and bows. Drinking from the lake in the forest. And lifting back up, pause. Quiet deer in the forest. And release your antlers. Allow them to become hooves that swing to the left as the right foot steps out to the right. The antlers, pinky, index, and thumb cross the sky as the right elbow comes into the waistline and the left side body stretches. And then on your next inhale, draw the antlers across the sky and back to center. And take the hooves to the right, left heel out, and cross the antlers across the sky, this time stretching the right side body as you look back behind you. On your next inhale, cross the antlers back across the sky to center. And the antlers move to the left, the hooves and the antlers cross the sky over to the right, and we stretch the side body. And then we inhale, antlers back across the sky, and draw the hooves into center. Taking the hooves to the right, foot to the left, draw your antlers across to the left, stretching the right side body. Deep breath. And as you're ready, inhale back across the sky to center. One more time. Hooves to the left, heel to the right, draw across the sky, stretching the left side body. And inhaling back across the sky when you're ready, hooves to center. Take the hooves to the right, heel to the left, draw the antlers across the sky, and stretch the right side body with a breath. And when you inhale next, draw the antlers back across the sky to center. And pause in Wuji. And take in what it feels like to be deer. Remember what it felt like to be bear. And step your heels together and become crane. Hands rising under the heart and releasing to the lower dantian. Let the energy move from lower dantian to heart dantian. Like you could buoy it up and release it down. Can you lean back and rest into your heels? Fluid breath. Can you feel light in your bones? And then let your wings release and lift your wrist as your beak closes and let the wrist open, hands, arms horizontal, and lift and release. Inhaling and exhaling. Let some of the work here be Wu Wei, finding effortless effort. Toes relaxed, knees relaxed, bones gently stacked, space in the knees and the hips, space between the vertebrae as we stretch the hands, move the chi, and let the wings come down and float back up. And keep your gaze open to the periphery, soft and conscious. Feeling the inner landscape and the outer world, both. Feeling earth beneath you and sky above you. Can you bring in a sense of the Wu Ji, the boundaryless feeling, into your crane? Now we're working with the heart meridian. And we can bend the knees and lift the heels and press palms up back to standing, and then down and up. Fluid breath. Effortless effort. And then pause. Hands come back to back in front of us. And we lightly step forward on the rice paper. And then we open our wings forward and exhale, come back. And inhale, opening our hearts. And exhale. So you do end up putting weight on that front foot. It's not totally light. Opening the heart as you open your wings. Where Deb and I lived in Fairbanks, the cranes would come in vast numbers in the fall in their migration. And that's what I see right now. Oops, somebody's got unmuted. Keep going. Fluid breath. I don't know how that happens sometimes. And when you feel complete in your stepping crane, come back to center. And release into your Wu Ji, palms facing your lower dantian. Fluid breath. And feel what it feels like to be crane. Remember what it feels like to be deer. to be bear. Then bring your left hand up, palm facing sky above your head. Right hand into your ribs, palm facing earth. And stretch one hand towards earth, one hand towards sky, and let them windmill and come in and stretch. And as you windmill and come in, you can bend the legs. And as you stretch, you can lengthen the body. And we come in and then we stretch and we become owl, using motions that help us stretch the internal tissue in our abdomen, healthy for stomach and spleen, healthy for the other organs as well. Fluid breath, pulsing body, the owl in flight. Wise work for our own health. Owl for me does feel like a creature of winter. We heard and saw them often in Alaska in the wintertime, especially the snowy owl. Feel your owl wings. And rest again for a moment in Wuji. And then open your owl feathers and wings and look out over your left shoulder. And inhale to center and open your owl wings and look over your right shoulder. And inhale and exhale. And feel into the movement, releasing the 5 fatigues and 7 illnesses. Or owl looking over its shoulder to release fatigue. Fluid, full breath. Part of our gaze inward to the inner landscape. Part of our gaze outward. Recognizing ourselves as a part of nature. Learning from the animals and the elements. Come back to center and pause. Inhaling into the lower dantian, draw the energy in and exhale. And really picture moving the chi through your lower dantian energy field like a breeze, gently ruffling through the red poppies. Release any stagnant energy that you harbor in this region of your body. See if you can let it flow. Releasing residue, stagnation. You may breathe deep into your psoas, letting out tension, old holding patterns. And then rest your hands over your lower dantian. Stepping the feet out or hip distance wide again. Bring your knuckles back to massage the kidneys. Soft knees. Wise owl, once again, will bring the sound through our body As the hands come up, we say chur, u, e, and the dantians of our palms face each other. Chur, u, e. And we release the hands and massage the kidneys again. Can we offer gratitude to these organs that help cleanse our system? Chur, one more time, massaging the kidneys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, kidneys. Chur, and we can rest one hand on the lower dantian, the other arm across our back. Fluid breath into this region of our bodies. Inviting fluid movement of energy. Healthy chi stored in our dantian. And let's bring the hands to our hearts. And let's inhale and exhale. And again, draw healthy chi through. We can draw it up from bubbling springs from the earth. Draw it down through the crown into the heart. Open the heart center three-dimensionally with your breath, breathing into the back ribs, the side ribs, breathing up under the shoulder blades, opening the heart center. Imagine there's a tendril of energy moving up from the lower dantian to help support this heart dantian. And rest your hands over the heart dantian. And imagine you're standing back to back with someone you love, your heart dantians touching each other. Breathe into your heart center. Feel how your heart can feed someone else, and how someone else's heart can offer you energy. Now hands up, cupping the third eye dantian. And inhale. And exhale. And invite this energy to flow. That means the mind doesn't get caught on one tape playing over and over again. The energy can flow and we can be in the present moment with our full energy. Our mind's capacity to see, experience, and reside in the present moment. Rooted to earth, open to sky. Clearing the channels. Let this dantian pulse with radiant energy. And rest your hands over the third eye. One hand releasing to the heart, open your crown. Invite sky into the third eye, Dantian, into the heart, Dantian. Invite earth energy to bubble up through the lower Dantian into the heart and into the third eye. And let both hands descend to the lower Dantian. Breathe three-dimensionally into this field. And let yourself store some energy for days to come. And then release your hands. Index fingers pointing towards the floor. Let your arms shake and your knees bounce. And let your body shake. The arms releasing any stagnant energy from the heart. The legs releasing stagnant energy from the lower dantian. The bounce of the head releasing any stagnant energy out. It could flow down towards the earth or even out through the temples. Let go. Any stagnant energy that inhibits you, let it out. Shake it out. You may hold it in the joints of your hands or in your shoulders or your neck or your jaw. Let the jaw go. Let the jaw bounce a little. The muscles of the face bounce a little. Let go of the base of the skull. Let it bounce a little. This is primary form in Qigong. In some practices, they do it a long time. So if it feels good to you, come back to it later today. Even let the organs inside you jiggle. Don't try to hold them in place. Let the energy move. And then pause. Feel for energy moving in your body. You can stay with your hands low if that's best for your shoulders, or let your arms rise, as if your elbows were resting on two giant beach balls. Tune in to three-dimensional breath. Some people say it's like holding a solar panel up towards the sun. Let your arms collect energy to store it for the winter. For moments when you need it most. And if your eyes are closed, feel into the inner landscape. How it feels to have your eyes closed and your concentration inward. And then see, can you maintain this steady awareness and gently open your eyes, taking in the colors, the light, the shapes. Letting yourself fully be a part of the outer world. And then release your arms. And let's gently bring ourselves to the floor with the chair at the end of the mat for waterfall pose. With any blankets you might need to cover up. With a bolster for underneath your pelvis, or a folded blanket, or a block, whatever works best for you. And let yourself come into waterfall pose, calves on the chair, pelvis on your lifted support, blanket warm over you, eye pillow if you would like. And as you settle into the hug of gravity, feel into nature, the woods, the trees, the rivers, the mountains, the oceans, the bear, the deer, crane, the owl. And see if you can move beyond the words that define these things into a deeper sense of what they are and what they mean to you. How they have been your teachers in your life, and how they can continue to be your teachers. And if you're still thinking of these teachers, let that go now. And feel into Wu Wei, effortless effort, and Wu Ji, boundarylessness. Now gently place the tongue behind your teeth at the top of the palate. And breathe in, I am. And exhale, release the tongue to the bottom floor of your mouth. And think of what it is you would like to cultivate this week. I am happy and healthy. I am calm and relaxed. I am strong and steady. Whatever characteristics or qualities you'd like to carry with you into this week. You inhale the I am with your tongue behind the teeth at the roof of your mouth. And exhale, release the tongue. Healthy and happy, vibrant and calm, whatever it might be. And one more time, gently bring your fingers up to your third eye dantian, to right at the inner eyebrow. And gently pinch index finger on top, thumb on the bottom, across your eyebrows out to the temples. And do this a few times. Releasing muscle tension in the forehead, the eye sockets. And then take your index finger and gently rub the fingers out between your eyebrows over the bridge of your nose and then down towards the crease to either side of your mouth. Just gently massage this line. And then bringing your fingers lightly to the forehead, gently tap. Tap over the skull, down the sides of the skull by the ears, and out to the jaw, and across the lower jaw, and across the upper jaw, back to the hinge of the jaw, and out the cheekbones, and around the eye bones, across the forehead and the scalp. And bring your hands down to massage the back of the neck and the upper shoulder. And release any residual tension in these areas. Fluid breath. Then bring your hands over to your sternum and gently tap down the sternum and up the sternum. And out the ribs and back in and down the sternum and up the sternum. And then tap the arms. One hand crosses to the other shoulder, and then up the arms. Come down the right arm and up the back of the arm, and down the palm in front of the arm and up the back of the arm, and then just shake the arms up. And reaching your feet to the sky, they can shake up also. You can remove your blankets and shake and shake and shake. And then if you can reach, bring your hands to your shins and tap down the shins, down the front quads and around up your IT bands and your calves, and then down your calves and the backs of your legs, up the inner thighs to the arches of the feet, around to the outer edges, up the fronts of the legs and down the backs of the legs. And then just shake and shake and shake and shake. And as you're ready, roll yourself up to a comfortable seat. And as you come up into your comfortable seat, bring your right hand down to cup your lower dantian. And bring your left hand up beside the heart dantian. And let yourself pause in this earth mudra. Feel for your third eye dantian resting back over the heart, over the lower dantian. Sit bones rooting you, crown open. Three-dimensional breath. This earth mudra is a mudra of steadiness, centeredness, calm. See if you can feel yourself as a conduit of energy between earth and sky. Three-dimensional breath into the whole circumference of the conduit. And then let your hands gently switch positions. Right hand cupping the right of the heart, left hand cupping the lower dantian. And let your tongue rest right behind the teeth on the top palate. And inhale the I am. And exhale, release the tongue to the floor of your mouth. And invite in the qualities you want to draw in this week. And then let's bring both hands to our hearts. May we be grounded, strong, centered, in full, vibrant, moving chi. Namaste. And thank you for your practice.